morning, YouTube. Here with you on this Friday morning. I had to think about that. To share with you an item I just received from UPS. I was a little surprised it came this early, but I'm happy. So let's take a look at it. Well, it's a rather large box, as you can see. This should be my BK E200D that I bought for $40 shipped, which was a really good price. I'm hoping it's not a pile of junk, but you know, you take your chances with these things, especially when you buy them cheap like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and see what we got. Alright, you can see here what we got. It is not in that bad a shape, really. There is a crack here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, if it shows up. Let me see if... yeah, I think if you can see it now, pretty easy. That's not, you know, bad, but I'd rather it not been cracked. But like I said, it's not a big deal. Actually, the cosmetic condition is not really too bad. It's got some scratches right there on near the crystal calibrator control, which could be touched up with some black paint. But other than that, it doesn't look too bad. Top is supposedly dented. Let's see if we can see that. Yeah, you can see it there, I think. The dent's right there. So that could be fixed. Not a big deal. Like I said, this is not in bad shape, really. You know, it irks me sometimes when these guys that sell this stuff go ahead and cut the cords on them, either because they don't know how to demo it working, or whatever the reason is. But for some reason, they think they should cut the cords. Maybe it's for liability, I don't know, but anyway, it's, you know, probably was nothing wrong with that cord, and you know, just something else I'll have to replace. That's not a big deal, but you know, anywho, like I said, it's in pretty good shape, so I'm very happy with it. I think, let's get a little better view of the front here. It does look good. All the knobs are there. That's really surprising. Here's a better look at that scratch. Of course, the RF out will be changed. I'm really thinking about putting the RF out and the output for the frequency counter right there in that same area. I think if I basically just put them right side by side with enough room, you know, for both of them to fit there and be connected to, I think it might work out better. I'm going to investigate that a little bit more. I don't mind it over here, but if you can see how my setup is connected now, the line runs right across the front of it, and you know, I'm not really happy with that, so I'm going to do a little more investigating. There's a possibility right there that it could be put too, next to the crystal calibrator on this side. Between it right in here, I'd say. So that's a good spot, I think. Up here is another good spot. So, you know, there's several spots that it could be put in that would probably be better than where it's at right now. But I want to get it also when I do the inside work with the SMA connectors. SMA? I think it's SMA. I'm going to do a right angle on that instead of that straight one coming off on mine. In fact, I probably will order 2 of those and then just alter mine too at the same time. But I don't care for the way it comes out there and it rubs up against the front of the panel there. It's a little tight, so I think a right angle connector there would be much better. So that's about it for this. What I started to say was I think I'm going to take this into the bench and maybe take it apart and look at it a little bit. Alright, here with you on the bench. At the bench, whatever you call it. I have the Variac binding post outputs hooked up to the, I'll show you in a minute, but hooked up to the bare cord back here. Everything's clear. And I'm going to turn the Variac on, energize this. Put us up to about 50 volts or so. 60's fine. Turn this on. See what happens. Maybe. I do have a dim bulb here, so that seems to be working. Off, range, put it on A. You hear some sound out of the speaker. Ooh, carrier's going way crazy there. See what modulation does. Absolutely nothing. Afraid this one may have the same problem. Oh, I'm on CW, no wonder. Never mind. See if I can do this one more click. Now see if we get any modulation. Nope. I think we've got the same problem that we had before. So I've got a good carrier. That's a little bit. Maybe it probably needs to be clean control. All this will get clean. I'm just trying to see what it does right out of the box. And like I said, modulation does not appear to be working. But again, the other one I have, didn't work either right out of the box. So there's an adjustment on there that needs to be adjusted. Probably hasn't been used in a long, long time. And I've only got 60 volts on it. I never thought about that. Let's crank up the voltage a little bit. Seems to be working pretty good. Ooh. Not sure that sounds good. Not sure at all. Modulation wanting to come up a little bit. See if we can go up a hair more. Well, the noise went away. Eh, 86 volts. See what we get out of it now. Trying to come up a little bit. Let's go on up a little bit more with it. Get up to 100 volts. There we go, 100 even. See what this does. Oh, it comes up a little bit, then it goes back down. I think it's probably either dirty or that control needs to be cleaned. Or adjusted, I should say. It's trying to work. So, that's worth something, right? Anywho, just wanted to power this up a little bit and see what was happening with it. I don't have a radio handy that I can listen to and see if it's coming over the if it's actually doing anything. So maybe we'll try to find that and then come back to it. Let's turn it off. That must be from low voltage at hum. Kind of odd. There we go. Oh, bring it in here. That should be my 555s. Well, maybe not. Yeah, maybe. Thank you. Alright, got another package. I think this is my 555 timers. I hope. Let's open it up real quick. I thought this would have been here the other day, but coming out of Texas, it usually doesn't take too long to get here. Oh yeah, there we go. 10 pack of NE555. So they are there. Now we have something to play with there, and that'll go into the new parts. Okay, on this we're going to take and I think what I'm going to do is try to find a radio that can get some kind of little bit of a test to see if I can get any kind of a carrier on it, just for the fun of it. It's not really necessary, but I like to see what I get when I buy these things and see if it's actually, you know, like I said, these guys cut off the cord for what? Because they didn't know anything about it. Okay, well that's dumb. You know, leave it to somebody that knows something about it. Just put it in there and say, I have no idea what the condition of this is because I have no freaking idea how to test it, and leave it at that. But anyway, this knob here is not very good on the yeah, it's cracked, you can see. I think you can see there's two big cracks in it. Let's see if we can find another one that's maybe better. This one seems to be nice and tight. It's so tight it doesn't want to come off. Alright, let's see what, yeah, it's, I don't see any cracks in it. Of course, it's not going to line up right. Yeah, maybe it will. There we go. Yeah, that works good. And we'll put this one over here. I don't think this one requires quite the same type of, yeah, see, it works much better over here. And so we'll leave that at that. And I was really thrilled to find, you know, complete matching knobs on this, so I don't want to mess them up. I'll probably go ahead and reinforce that one when I, yeah, that one there. So, alright, like I say, let me find a radio and then we'll come back. Alright, now I have a radio. Let's go ahead and crank up the voltage again on this one. Go ahead and put in 115. There we go. Turn this on. Looks like we're at the 100 to 1 megahertz range. I think it's a B. Let's see what we can find. There we go. See if we can get any modulation out of it. I don't hear any modulation. I heard it try to do it. So at least that's working. Well, anyway, that seems to be doing fine. Let's check our carrier once. So that's gonna be it for that. Let's turn it off. See, it does work. So I think it's pretty much the same shape as far as the condition as the other one was. No modulation. That's gonna have to be adjusted. And once we do that, I think we'll have a good one. Again, we're going to go through this and completely redo it, but I like to take something out of the box and check it out. So that's what we've done, and yacked too long, Marty's going to kill me. Let me unplug this, get that out of the way, and get back to the other camera, and we'll finish this up. We'll see how close this thing really gets. There we go. There's a nice close-up. This camera, this Bloggy Touch, has much better resolution than any other cameras that I've tried as far as close-ups. It just takes a minute for it to focus on whatever it is you're looking at, but you can really get pretty close. I'm probably 2 or 3 inches away right now, so you can see it does work very nice. I got this out of the storage. I had it in a box, and I think I'm going to start using it again. Like I said, I kind of miss the closeness of this thing, the way it works, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, now you can see what we've got here to play with, and again, it's going to be a fun project. But a project nonetheless, because I want to get it in shape like it's supposed to be, and working as it should. And like I said, that's the goal here. So it's something good to start with, though. I mean, it's cosmetically pretty good, and all the knobs are here. So I'm really happy about that, and I think we can end this video on a positive note. So let me get off here, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. As you can hear the thump, 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 thump in the background, that's Lexi walking around. She is not a light walker. she's a little girl, but she's not a light walker. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you.